Our real-time feeling lesson for this week is entitled Expressing Your Feelings. With God, we can learn to express strong feeling properly.
Hey, Alrini.
Oh, hey.
Don't come here. I don't want you to step around here.
You're being so unkind. I can stay wherever I want.
Flower, you've been too much.
Do not come in here.
Up, down, all around. Michelle sat rigidly on the edge of her bed, wanting to cry, but somehow finding that tears wouldn't come. The whole day seemed like a blur. The funeral home, the church, the graveyard. All day she stood numbly by her mother's side, not able to unlock the feelings that were tumbling around inside her. From downstairs she could hear the murmur of hushed voices. Her aunt and uncle were down in the kitchen with Mom. Michelle stared at her dad's picture on the desk. His death changed everything, yet nobody was talking about it. The long months while he'd been sick had been horrible. All those hours in the hospital watching as Dad wasted away. Michelle remembered him coaching her soccer team just last summer, swinging her high in the air when she scored the winning goal. She heard her aunt's soft footsteps on the stairs. "Your mom's going to bed a little early, honey, trying to get some rest," Aunt Sylvia said. She sat down beside Michelle and patted her hand. "I know you must be feeling terrible, sweetie," she said, "but you'll try to be a brave girl for your mom and help her out all you can, won't you?" How do you cope with feelings of loss, or sadness, or grief, or disappointment, or frustration, or anger? What does the Bible teach about how dealing with our strong or difficult emotions? We can certainly look at how Jesus dealt with these strong emotions. Jesus wept. See Luke 19:41. He got angry. Mark 3:4-6. He got frustrated. Matthew 16:5-11. We can learn from Jesus how to appropriately deal with and express these feelings. Our memory text for this week says, "But I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who have fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who sleep in Jesus." 1 Thessalonians 4:13-14.
Hebrews 4:15-16 says, "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." What a great promise we have in this Bible text. Jesus as our high priest can sympathize with us because he has faced some of the same troubles that are common to human existence. The Bible guides us to be careful in how we express emotions. For example, it's natural to be angry, but not to let our anger rule us in such a way that we lose control and hurt others. It's okay to mourn and express sorrow when we've lost someone we love, but even as we do, so we should be aware that we have hope in Jesus' soon return, when he will resurrect those righteous people who believe in him. So if you feel like shouting for joy when you get an A+ on your final exam, go ahead and do it. And when someone has truly hurt your feelings, try telling them honestly, "That really hurt me. I felt bad when you did that." It's okay to express your feelings, but not to use them as an excuse to hurt others. Always remember that you can bring your troubles to Jesus when you feel discouraged, disappointed, sad, frustrated, and angry. He will help you deal with them. You can also bring all your joys to Jesus. He is happy to hear about them.
Do not come in here.
I had enough of you. I can go wherever I want.
Wait, is Clarissa a Christian?
Stop fighting!
I really like Ephesians 4:26 and 27. It says, in your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. And do not give the devil a foothold. This means that when I am angry, I should not get so caught up in my feelings that I lost sight of God and hurt others.
Where's God when you're feeling hurt or angry or sad? Sometimes you may feel as if God has disappeared and left you to deal with your life alone. One of the bad things about bad feelings is that they can get you in the way of our relationship with God. He's there, like the sun on a cloudy day, but sometimes we cannot see or feel Him. That's when you need to hold on to God by faith and trusting in His leading. Make it a habit to talk to God, even when you don't feel good. He's there and He's listening. He can help you find positive ways to deal with distressing situations that leave you hurt, angry, or discouraged. Remember God's promise in Jeremiah 29:11-13. His desire for you is to give you a hope-filled future, not only in His glorious kingdom, but already here on earth. Would you trust your life in His loving care? In doing so, you will make the best decision of your life. God always has a positive solution, a way to deal with any solution. Talk to Him in bad times and in good times too.
Carissa, I know you're upset, but there are better ways to handle your anger as a Christian. Proverbs 16:32 says, "It is a stronger person who controls their temper rather than loses it."
You are right, I just lost it.
Let me take you to our counselor, Miss Maynard. She'll help you learn to calm down, and then we can tell Mrs. Edwards about Laura's behavior so she can be dealt with.
It's not good to get so caught up in our emotions that we lose sight of God and other people. Sometimes when negative feelings are very strong, it helps to write a letter expressing those negative feelings. It may help us understand what we are feeling and why we're feeling it. Do not send a letter, just getting the words down on paper will do you good, even if the other person never reads it. Then you can practice, if needed, how to express those negative feelings tactfully. Being tactful or keeping silent about certain unpleasant situations will spare you from pain and help restore your relationship with others. You can even write the letter to God if you may feel tempted to give it to the other person. After writing the letter, take a moment to pray for that person and for your relationship with